Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving into something that's on everyone's mind: how to defend your organization against these incredibly sophisticated AI-powered cyber attacks. We're going to walk through a defense plan based on some fantastic new research from Bob Slovic over at Virtualization Options LLC. So let's get right into it. And you know what? Let's just start with what's at stake here. This isn't some sci-fi movie plot. That quote, it describes a real attack. A deep-faked voice tricked a company out of millions of dollars. It's a huge wake-up call, showing just how convincing these new threats are and exactly why your defense plan needs to be ready. Look, we're not talking about those old, clumsy emails with bad grammar anymore. Security experts are calling this new wave of attacks Phishing 3.0. And believe me, it is a whole new ballgame, one that's powered by some seriously advanced artificial intelligence. So what exactly is an AI-driven attack? Well, think of it like a scam that has a supercomputer for a brain. It uses AI to write messages that are perfectly tailored to you. I mean, they're grammatically flawless, they're packed with personal details it scrapes from the internet, and they're specifically designed to hit your emotional hot buttons and make you act before you think. A really scary weapon in this new arsenal is the deepfake. And what's so unsettling is that the tech only needs a tiny snippet of someone's voice or video, maybe from a public speech or a social media post, to create a digital puppet that is frighteningly realistic. Just think about that for a second. An attacker could literally show up as your boss on your next video call. And when that same deepfake technology is used just for audio, that's what we call vishing, or voice phishing. This is exactly how that $25 million scam went down. You get a call, it sounds exactly like your CEO in a total panic, demanding an urgent wire transfer. It is incredibly hard to tell that it's not them. And this just highlights the insane leap in sophistication, right? We all learned to spot the old scams because they were generic and full of mistakes. AI scams are the total opposite. They are flawless. They are hyper-personalized, using details about your work, your projects, even your colleagues. And this is key, they can hit you on multiple fronts at once: email, voice, and video, to weave this incredibly believable story. So how in the world do you fight back against a threat this advanced? Well, you don't do it alone. The key is having a coordinated defense plan that everyone in the organization understands. And this is really the core idea from that virtualization options report. You can't just rely on individuals. You need a unified playbook that turns what could be a chaotic mess into a structured, predictable response. A successful defense really comes down to two critical teams working together. First, there's you and all of your colleagues. You are the first line of defense, the human firewall. Then you've got the Security Operations Center, or the SOC. That's the technical team that handles the nuts and bolts. Your vigilance is every bit as important as their technical skills. This plan from Virtualization Options LLC lays out a really clear life cycle for how to manage an incident. And this is so important because when an attack happens, panic is your worst enemy. Having a formal process means you have a calm, methodical way to handle it, guiding the response from that first suspicion all the way to resolution. And here they are, the 5 phases that basically form a continuous loop. It all starts with identification, spotting the threat. Then you move immediately to containment to stop the bleeding. After that comes eradication, getting rid of the threat for good, followed by a safe recovery of all your systems. But it doesn't stop there. The last phase, lessons learned, is maybe the most important because it feeds right back into the process, making your defense even stronger for next time. Okay, now we're getting to the most important part of this whole defense plan, your personal playbook. Let's break down exactly what you need to do, step by step, when you find yourself on the front line of a potential attack. You know, the best plans aren't just theories. They give you simple, clear actions. The goal here is to take all the guesswork out of it, so that in that high-pressure moment, you know exactly how to react based on the kind of threat you're facing. All right, let's start with a suspicious email. Your job here is super simple and has 2 parts. First, isolate it. That means don't click anything, don't download any files, and absolutely do not reply. Second, report it. Forward that email as an attachment to your security team. Doing it that way preserves all the hidden technical data they need to investigate. Okay, what about a voice call? If you get a call that just feels wrong, maybe it's someone claiming to be your CFO asking for something weird, the playbook is to delay and verify. Tell them, hey, I need to check on something, I'll call you right back. Then hang up. And this is critical. Do not call a number they give you. Go to the company directory, find their official number, and call them back on that trusted line to see if the request is legit. And for a deep fake video call, you use a challenge. Ask a simple question that an imposter could never know. Something casual like, hey, what did you think about the numbers I sent over for that Q3 project last week? A real colleague can answer that. A fake one will be totally stumped. It's a brilliant, simple, human way to completely shut down a very sophisticated technical attack. But here's the thing. This battle is never really over. As the AI that attackers use gets better, our defenses have to get better right along with it. A good plan isn't some dusty binder sitting on a shelf. It's a living, breathing document that's constantly being tested and improved. So how do you keep the plan sharp? You do it through a regular schedule. This means reviewing the whole plan every year, making immediate updates after any real incident happens, and running quarterly tabletop exercises where you practice walking through a fake attack. And most importantly, at least once a year, the organization needs to run a simulated AI phishing attack to see how ready everyone really is. At the end of the day, this entire plan, all the tech, all the procedures, it all hinges on one last crucial element. The single most powerful tool in this fight is your own healthy skepticism. So the big takeaway is this: trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Verify everything and never, ever hesitate to report it.